as a result of your government's inability in order to deal with the adequate funding they need to operate. This agency is going to be shut down in mid-December, and our question is, what is your plan to care for those children under their care once that agency closed down?
Minister.
Thank you very much, Speaker, and I'm pleased to have a chance to talk about the role that the province plays in looking after our most vulnerable children. It's a responsibility that we take incredibly seriously, and because of that responsibility and the seriousness in which we hold it, it is incumbent upon us, Speaker, to find a way to ensure that children's aid societies operate within a framework that is sustainable, Speaker. Over the last number of years, we have increased funding year over year. We have seen a 40% increase in funding, which is far outpacing the usage and of the services being provided. But, Speaker, that is why we are putting in place a Sustainability Commission, why we are working closely to examine the funding formula, and why we are working immediately with every single CAS across the province in our regional offices to find a pathway to manage cash flow, to develop partnerships, and to ensure that we put Ontario's kids first.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Putting Ontario's kids first, 80 people have attempted suicide, the youth of the James Bay, in the last year alone, 11 of which have been successful. And you stand in this House and give us this type of answer to what is a crisis in those communities. We need to know what you're going to do in order to assure that we have the services in place in order to care for these kids. We cannot continue going this way. We can't keep on going to funeral after funeral on the James Bay because of your inability to deal with this. The answer is simply, the question is simply this: what are you going to do in order to ensure the safety of these children?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, earlier this week, my colleague Minister Duguid and I had the opportunity to sit at the table with the Chiefs of Ontario, to work with those leaders, to work in partnership, to find a pathway forward, to tackle issues that, frankly, sir, you did not tackle when you had the opportunity to do so. We understand. There were no 80 suicides when we were in power, my friend.
The member from Hamilton East should be in his seat. Minister.
Very much, Speaker. We committed to work in partnership with the Chiefs of Ontario to have an opportunity.
As a result of this, and you sit here
Stop the clock. I would ask the members to come to order, and I would suggest that if the question was asked to the Minister of Children and Youth Services. If the Minister of Aboriginal Affairs and the honourable member from Timmins-James Bay would like to have a discussion, either have it as a question and answer, or I would encourage you to please have a discussion in one of the side chambers following question period. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this is a serious issue, and it deserves an approach that gives it its importance, not one where we put information forward with a lack of desire to work through and find solutions. My commitment to the Chiefs, the commitment of the Minister of Aboriginal Affairs, was to continue to work forward, to work with them at a level of ministerial responsibility, to work through the regional offices, to find a solution to this issue.
Thank you. New question, the member from Northumberland, Quinte West.